The project to build the new Santiago Bernabeu has been going on for 7 years. Since 2012, Florentino Perez, the president of Real Madrid FC, has been accepting proposals, and the dream of a new Santiago Bernabeu has finally come true. Hello, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today's video is about newest Real Madrid Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. However, before we begin our video, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. Florentino Perez and the mayor of Madrid showed the plan to fix up the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. The work started in the summer of 2019 and is expected to be done in 2023. All Madridista fans were happy to hear the news because it will be one of the best stadiums in the world. Since Santiago Bernabeu is in the middle of the city, there hasn't been much space for it to grow, which has made remodeling it a very hard task. The group of architects planned the renovation of the Real Madrid house with the needs of the market in mind. We'll get an update on how visitors will use the facilities, which are designed to encourage personal interaction in the new spaces. Real Madrid FC has made an investment that is worth more than 575 million euros. The new Santiago Bernabeu will have business and social areas that can be used for different kinds of fun, socializing, and business. History and description. In the early part of the 20th century, Real Madrid played at Campo de O'Donnell. In 1924, they moved to the larger Campo de Chamartin. Chamartin was getting too small again by 1943, so club president Santiago Bernabeu decided that Madrid needed a new and modern stadium that could hold 100,000 people. This new stadium was built where Campo de Chamartin used to be. Construction on Estadio Santiago Bernabeu began in 1945, and on December 14, 1947, a match between Portuguese champions OS Belenenses and Real Madrid was held there for the first time. At first, the stadium was still called Nuevo Estadio Chamartin. 8 years later, it got the name of the club president. At the time, Estadio Santiago Bernabeu had 2 open-air levels that could hold a little more than 75,000 people. In 1954, when a third level was added to one of the long sides, the capacity was raised to 125,000. The Euro 1964 championships were held at the Bernabeu and Camp Nou. The final game between Spain and the Soviet Union was played at the Bernabeu. By the end of the 1970s, the stadium was starting to look old, so club officials started making plans to build a new one in the north of the city. But because the 1982 World Cup was coming up, it was decided to fix up the Bernabeu instead. This included putting a roof over the 3 two-tiered stands and putting seats in half of the stadium. As a result, the number of places was cut to 90,800. During the 1982 World Cup, 3 games in the second group stage and the final between Italy and West Germany were played at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. In the 1990s, UEFA told the stadium that it had to turn into an all-seater, which would cut the number of seats to 50,000. So club president Mendoza started a big plan to improve the stadium, which included extending the third tier all the way around the stadium, building corporate facilities, and putting 4 access towers in each corner. The work started in 1992 and was finished in 1994. Between 2001 and 2006, more work was done to fix up and improve Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Most of the work was done to improve corporate facilities, and it was finished in 2006, when a roof was built over the last uncovered stand. Estadio Santiago Bernabeu has been the site of 4 European Cup and Champions League finals over its long history. The first final was between Real Madrid and Fiorentina in 1957. The second was between AC Milan and Ajax in 1969, Nottingham Forest and Hamburg in 1980, and Internazionale and Bayern Munich in 2010. In 2012, Real Madrid showed plans to add commercial and corporate facilities to the stadium and increase the number of seats to more than 90,000. 4 architects were asked to come up with designs, and later in 2013, the winner was chosen. But the project was put on hold while the European Union looked into whether illegal state aid was given, and then it was turned down by the Madrid City Council. A few years later, in 2017, new plans were presented to upgrade the stadium with a new outside, a retractable roof, and hospitality facilities, while keeping the same capacity. Work began in 2019, and it was planned that it would take 2.5 years to finish. while Real continued to play at the stadium. But when the COVID-19 pandemic hit in 2020 and games had to be played behind closed doors, construction was sped up, and Real Madrid's home games were moved to the Estadio Alfredo Di Stefano, which is where their reserve team plays. The new dimensions. After renovations, the Santiago Bernabeu will have 66,700 square meters of new space, including new gardens and urban areas. Because of a change to the third amphitheater on the east side, the Santiago Bernabeu will have about 3,000 more places to sit. It will look different after 2 towers are taken down and supports are put where the new deck will be. It will be 12 meters taller. It will have a variable lighting system, like the Allianz Arena in Munich. The next step will be to put up a ring-shaped structure that goes all the way around the facade. It will also have a 360-degree video marker, which is one of the stadium's symbols. As for the technology, it will cost 100 million euros to put in a new translucent stainless steel shell that will cover the stadium. This shell will have a new LED lighting system that could offer different colors on the outside until it becomes a screen that can show videos or text. A building made of metal that is all on the outside and has a retractable cover that will take 15 minutes to open. This is for sure going to be the best thing in 2023. The reconstruction processes. The plans call for the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium to be remodeled in several ways. The first thing they will do is take apart the old cover. This will be done when there are no football games. On the third amphitheater, a new step will be built, which will allow the capacity to be changed and will make the stadium's shape look different. The installation of the new retractable cover will be held up by the concrete bases that are already there. On a tension radial structure, a 360-degree video marker will be put. They will keep working on the new facade of La Castellana, which has a coating that lets them control how much natural light comes in. The Santiago Bernabeu will grow by 12 meters and be 57 meters tall. It will also get 3,000 new seats, bringing the total number of seats to 82,000. The current Bernabeu tour will be made bigger, and a new interactive museum will open. A brand new shopping area with restaurants, shops, and even a place to have fun with virtual reality stations and esports. People with disabilities will be able to use 2 new towers and access ramps that are part of this renovation. New spaces. In the new Santiago Bernabeu, there are a lot of new things to do, such as with the expansion of the Bernabeu Museum and Tour. A very conservative guess is that the number of visitors will go up by 1 million per year. A new interactive museum of Real Madrid will be on the east side. Games and concerts can be shown on a double screen. E-commerce conference spaces. New spaces for virtual sports. Both the current restaurants and the new bars will be redone. The brand that sponsors Real Madrid and Adidas will keep making its same named line. Santiago Bernabeu improved areas. With the renovation of the Santiago Bernabeu, the city will also get easier access and more comfortable seating. 2 public spaces will be built. The Real Madrid FC will take care of everything that needs to be done to keep these places in good shape. Also, a large atrium with a height of 21 meters will be built on the side of Castellana. This will be a landmark for the stadium in the future. The rest of the doors and hallways will also be changed, which will make it easier and faster for people to get to the stadium. As part of the project, up to 20 new entrances will be built, and architectural barriers will be taken down. This will make it easier to get out of the building in case of an emergency. Improvements in comfort. All the chairs will be made wider, from 45 centimeters to 55 centimeters, so that people can watch a live football game in the most comfortable way. There are plans for 1,000 places for people with limited mobility. The whole stadium has heating, and a new ventilation system will be put in place. The Bernabeu Tour. The tour of the Bernabeu opened to the public on May 20, 1999, just 1 year after Real Madrid won the Champions League. Since it opened, more than 15 million people from all over the world have been there. Did you know that the tour of the Bernabeu is the 3rd most expensive museum in Madrid? The tour has changed over time. It used to just be an exhibition of trophies, but now it's an immersive space with audiovisual features, multi-touch technology, and a gallery with more than 250 historical pieces of unknowable value. The tour now includes stops in the players' locker rooms, where they sit on the field, and in the VIP areas. The chance to take pictures with the Champions League trophy and a collage of pictures of your favorite player. A new venue for esports. Esports competitions will be able to take place in the new Santiago Bernabeu. Since this is one of the fastest growing markets in the world, it will be fun to watch esports leagues competitions. The unstoppable video game scene will have a home in Madrid. By hosting esports tournaments, esports venues will help the city's economy in a big way. It will be easier to get to the Santiago Bernabeu because the city is planning direct transportation lines that will link it to the Prado Museum and the Reina Sofia Museum. The Santiago Bernabeu's new look will give all of us who live in or visit Madrid a lot of new ways to have fun. When the Santiago Bernabeu is fixed up, it will be one of the best stadiums in the world. The Real Madrid FC crest will stand out against a beautiful background. That's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching, and see you next time.